What is up, guys? Orange Now here, and welcome back to another episode on, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. In the last episode, we got things started off with, of course, with more missions, more talking to people, and what else? We also did the hero quest of Nia. We explored some areas of course, Ionios. We got to learn more about all rest, basically, from Xenoblade 2. And of course, well, we all know the rest. Anyways, guys, so we're going to be switching back over to Sagari here. We're going to be switching back to Sagari here. And we're going to be taking on some monsters here and then doing some more quests. Because this is a good place to do some level upping. And I really want to see what ability Sagari has for her chain attack.
I'll handle this. All under control. Huh. Keep your heads or lose them.
But there's a will, there's a way. I
Oh, we got someone else here.
Quick! That's how you pull off a win.
Yes. See if we can keep this up. You can never go wrong with Samita.
Samita. We gotta spend some of this ether. We're starting to run a bit dry on some.
Keep your heads or lose them.
This is our country to win. Demon Slayer! Lose the doorway, Noah. You're getting to me.
Well with it.
Whoa!
This was a nice fight. That's going to be a tough fight.
It's time to make a stand. Threaten, we fight.
We'll just get the fighting alive.
With you, Noah, I can fight on. Let's hit it. Get it up. You will go fast.
Heal harmony. Reversal edge.
Get what's left.
Warrior.
You might have a chance.
Oh, damn. Oh, shoot, I think this was a bad idea. Crap. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea there. What level are we at right now? 81.
I can fight as brightly as anyone.
Let's allow for a little challenge now and again. Reversal edge.
What's the enemy?
Heal harmony.
You're dealing with me.
Appreciate it.
What's the enemy?
Come on.
You're dealing with me.
Time to get good. Let's do it.
I can feel it in my bones. That's amazing. Rest with you, Lee. No enemies remaining. Good job. I'm right here.
Ah, we missed.
I can fight as brightly as anyone.
Follow their every move.
I've lost the enemy. Got you.
Our prospects look poor. Spirited charge.
Stay with me.
I'll get you up in a sec.
Do it, Tyler.
I missed! Come on!
You had me on. Extra. They're sparking me yet.
Damage is over 50%. Operating limit reached.
I'll get you up in a sec.
That's fun. Okay, we're good.
So hungry.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Classes. Teaches teachers. Complete extracurricular lesson. Hold on, if we actually put up something of a, let's
I'll
put
come
Nia
with
here.
you, and we will build the future.
Your Majesty, we should spread the news of your return.
I'm supposed to be incognito. Some other time, maybe.
Role models.
This is some story.
Final mission orders received.
My mind is made up. You have my full support. My life is yours to command. I'm feeling like I could eat.
Like you could eat. Oh, over there.
Hey, don't play any of your usual tricks just because they're Agnes.
I'm not doing anything. For the time being.
Oh, really? Alright, so we gotta go do this live combat training. I think that's what's part of it. Don't try any funny business like letting us win or whatever. Don't worry, your petty little head about that. You'll regret taking me on. Look at that, she gets it. And let's begin!
Show us what you got, Senna!
How? They're too strong. I love it. This is the exact thing I wanted. Oh, you look like you want to go another round? That's right, not gonna let you take your win and go. Oh, it's all kicking off now. Bring it. Again? Here we go. The Monado does not cut people. Oh, they got target lock now. That was easy.
Good enough, huh?
Okay, I need a break. Yuzora, you okay? Yuzora! Ow, they want you shatter my eardrums. Watch, Yuzora, I'll avenge you. Oh my goodness, is he still going? Is he scared you of bad habit for someone your turn? Hey, you can't say that. One more round, nigga, are you up for it? Oh yeah, I'll beat you black and blue. Okay, here we go. Ah, snuff you! We're in trouble, Nagoma. They're amazing. Foots and Nagoma were giving everything they had, but this is a lot. But this lot are in a different language. You lot ain't so bad, and you got nerve. Yeah, we do. I can't stand it. You still look so fresh. You look so fresh, Miss Uni. Feel free to challenge me anytime, though, as long as you don't mind losing. That's some big talk. In that case, I'm happy to keep challenging you. I look forward to seeing your face when we beat you. Sound good to you, Miss Uni? Miss Uni? Oh, and Senna, you better be ready too. Yeah, be prepared, Senna. Why don't I get a nice title? But I'll let it slide for today. I'm knackered. Oh. And then now you don't get to decide when the lesson's over. This is where it really begins. What? You've shown you want to get stronger, so let's have a little strength training competition. Strength training? You know, actually, I'm done for. You want to beat us, don't you? Then strength training is the only way. Now you're all done warming up. You should be in tip-top condition. It has to be now. You have to train. It's the only way. Train your muscles! Huh. Is she serious? This is what I mean when I say you two are... This is what I mean when I say you two are too cocky. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, do your best. I'll be cheering you on from here. Hey, you're going to join in too, right, Miss Uni?
I see some relations have changed.
Interested in off-seeing. Teacher, Noah. Student, teams are very school. Tutor, off-seer.
Better make sure we're well rested. I think we need to discuss this.
Hey, Lex, listen to this. I've been asked to teach as well. What? No stuffing way. The request came from Stooge from Zakir's team. She's one of the new recruits that Tyon taught the other day. I see, so that's how it is, huh? Did she take a shine into you then? Maybe, I don't know. I don't recall talking to her too much. She's an officer like us, so maybe that's why she's curious about meeting a Kevisi one. Ah, that makes sense, but in that case, I wonder what I should teach her. Man, I wish I could have been one of Tyon's teaching assistants too. Oh, that's right. You're now the only one of us Kevesi who hasn't been requested by anyone, Lance. Ouch. Hey, no, old buddy, old pal, how would I help you out this time? Good grief. You don't need to rush. I'm sure someone will ask for you eventually. Thanks, Don't lose hope, Lance. Well, if you need my help, Noah, I'll be around. Just loafing about like a tool, so yeah, just let me know. Sure, I'll do that. I suppose I should find Shuri now. Let's grab some
I'll
wood.
start, shall I?
I feel like I could lift mountains. Hey, want to see me try?
No! You're gonna break yourself.
Right then, should we get a move on? I'm feeling like I could eat.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh. No, it's no bother. And who might you be? I have no business with you, but there's nothing wrong with me being here, right? I won't get anywhere. Alright then, I suppose I don't mind. I'm also okay with it if you really want to, Zuna. Okay, guess he doesn't quite trust me yet. He doesn't seem like someone Shun would be partners with, but not my business probably. Let's jump right into it then. Wait. Oh, yes? Sorry for interrupting. No, it's okay. What were you going to say? It's just, you're a Kavessia officer, aren't you? Well, that's right, and you're an officer too, or so I've heard. Yes, but I don't really know how to send someone off properly. I play my flute, but I get the feeling that's not all I should be doing, so... I'm sorry, what am I on about? No, I wasn't judging you. I can kind of understand how you feel. Oh, really? But... I know. Why don't we step outside the colony for a little while? Outside? I'm sure I saw a body of water in the mountains not too far from there. You mean Kali Pool? Could you wait a bit? I need to ask permission to leave the colony. Do you want to come to us? Sorry, I forgot your name. Zuna, sure, I'll come, but please just pretend like I'm not even there. Okay. I've got permission to go. Alright, we'll start the lesson there. I hope you find it helpful. Okay, thank you.
Good to add more names. I see some relations have changed.
Now that Colony Gamma has been liberated from its flame clock, you no longer need to fight for its sake. But I think the work of officers will remain unchanged no matter what.
Supply drop. Looks like we might get lucky.
Soldier house.
Noah, would you mind?
Husks. Let's send them off together. I wonder, what were these people thinking when they realized they were dying? I wonder if they wanted to carry on living, or if they were relieved that it meant they didn't have to fight anymore. It might be neither of those things. Could be something completely different. I feel like I have no idea what to do. I want to empathize with them. I want to empathize with them, but it feels like my melody just rings hollow. The more people I send off, the emptier I feel inside. If it's how you feel, then it's how you feel. No one can argue with that. I'm so sorry. I feel like I can barely understand anything at all. Shun. It's alright. We'll take it slow. If you feel anything else at any point, just let me know, okay? Okay.
Time to do the right thing, eh?
It always used to feel like a proper send-off before. I never had doubts like this when McClellan was still around. Ah, right. Agni and officers play in pairs, don't they? Yes, McClellan was my partner. He went to fight in Athel Valley, though, and since then he... I see. So I guess I'll have to be an officer on my own from now on. But just the thought of that makes my mind go blank, like I don't get what the point is of any of it. I never gave officering a proper thought to begin with. I just left it all to McLean to take care of. I don't know if this will alleviate your worries or not, but how about rather than thinking about how you should send them off, you try thinking about how you want to do it. How I want to do it? That's a big frown. Huh? You're thinking too hard. Oh, am I? Don't panic, we're in no hurry. Just do whatever you think is right.
I see some relations have changed.
How am I gonna get up there? Oh, I think I know. Got it. There we go. Oh!
We should move right away.
2 weeks. What's the point of that?
Noah, would you mind?
The lights float away. They overflow from the body like they've been set free from everything. It looks so beautiful. I want to help these beautiful lights. I want to lead their dance into the sky, sparkling way up high. The melody you played with your partner was inside you all along. All that was left was to trust in yourself. I'm certain that's the key to unlocking your own unique way of off-seeing. Thank you so much. I'll always treasure what you said to me today, Noah. I must offer my apologies. What? I wanted to be there so I can make sure if anything happened to Shun, you couldn't get away with it, but... I see, so that's why you came. You're a good friend, Zuno. Not really. I just thought that if Shun got sad, McLean wouldn't have wanted that, was all. Thank you, Zuno. Quest complete. A lesson in off-seeing.
I see some relations have changed. Don't try to stop us.
We'll be out of here in no time.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Is that what I think it is?
There's a quest here. After all it took to get our rank in Iron, our flame cloud goes and bites the dust. We have to believe in Commander Teach and Mio. With them at the helm, we'll get through this, surely. Trust in Teach.
Allow me to safeguard you, and all that we stand for. I'm giving you the best of me.
Three fiends. Let's have a little conversation.
Better make sure we're well rested. I'll start, shall I?
I'm feeling energized already.
Role models.
Could you all come round for a second?
I wonder if we've become more like Ethel. What's that about, Ethel? What's that about Ethel? I mean, like we saved Kyrie from the hands of the enemy earlier, right? That's kind of like when Ethel saved us way back when. Huh. Yeah, she did do that. I haven't thought about it in a while. And this time we were the rescuers. That's kind of emotional to think about it. Oh, but remember, she took on Aliveness that day all by her own sparking self, and that was on her third turn. Yeah, she did do that. I guess if it were easy to be Ethel, everyone would be doing it. I'd heard rumors, but it seems they were, if anything, vastly understandable. What a formidable warrior. Wow, thinking about trying to match Ethel makes me feel less confidential than ever. We can still work hard to become someone that someone else might want to emulate. How about that? Achievements.
Where should I start?
First it was Agnes, and now we've managed to destroy Kevis Castle's flame clock too. Slow and steady progress in it. Sounds weird coming from me, I know. There's all different sides to the power of Ouroboros. That's true enough, and yet there ought to have been many in the past who became Ouroboros and fought Mobius. You mean we only did it because we're us? Yes, I sincerely think so. At first I felt uncertain about it, but now I can state it with confidence. It's thanks to all of us that we've made it this far. I'm truly grateful to have had the experience of standing shoulder to shoulder with you all. Hey, does anyone want to say something? Nothing really comes to mind. I didn't expect that kind of speech from him of all people. I feel a bit embarrassed now. Is my face burning? So awkward. Tan, I'd like to return your sentiment. You saved my skin many, many times over, and I don't think I can ever thank you enough. Now there's a good follow-up. I see. When you put it so bluntly, it makes one feel a little put on the spot. But Tyon, you're the one who started it, you muppet. Alright, let's go find these
Let's go.
fiends. Station back room.
Final mission orders received.
I'm gonna change history.
Hey, could we talk to you for a minute? Sure thing, what's up? We heard you've got Agnian soldiers locked up here, so... Oh, Sparks. Really? Even you've heard? Give me a break. Wow, sounds like that struck a nerve. Well, you're joking now, but just wait till you've heard the story. I'm at the end of my tether, I'll tell you. I mean, look, I agree with Seeker's thinking, and I want to work together with the city. Really, I do. But the people they lock up for violating regulations have done some pretty heinous stuff in the past. Take this Toma guy, old pals with a chick called Sarah, then add in this hothead Jordan in the mix. Now the three of them have some kind of understanding. What's o'clock? I'm telling you, thick as thieves. What are you suggesting? You think when they're let out they'll get up on some hijinks? Hijinks, huh? Well, if it was just hijinks, I think we can consider ourselves lucky. To be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked they haven't been sent for the chop already. If we don't ever let them out, then maybe it'd have been better to just do that and be done with it. I'm getting the chop. You mean execution? What are you saying? What you're saying is you think what they did is enough to deserve that? And what does Seeker have to say? I'm leaving their treatment to your discretion. Discretion? My arse! Like, tell me what to do, you utter shitbird! Phew, sorry, I had to get it off my chest. So anyway, you want to see them? If they're really so irredeemable, aren't they going to take a pop at us? I mean, they're still in a cell, right? Not exactly made of sticks. Okay, come along, I'll introduce you. Yeah, what's this? Tea tie toed together, I smell the smell of a strong fighter. So that's the big baddie you were talking about? That's right, he's the main offender. You come to break us out or cut our throats? I'll tell you though, it pays to be on our good side. I'm still making my mind up, actually. Don't go forcing my hand, alright? And you got a lot to liberate the castle, aren't you? Come on, let's have a square go, you and us. Beg your pardon? If we win, you cut us loose. And before you go misinterpreting that, I don't mean we'll go on a killing spree. Zero's my best and oldest friend, you see, and Jordan, well, I met him here on the inside, but I like the cut of his jib. So I think we'd like to taste the air outside one day again, all three of us together. Well, if we win, that is. And what if we win? Your choice, I suppose. Keep us jailed till we die, make us follow you around, whatever you decide, we'll go along with it. That doesn't make it any easier. Wait, aren't they hardened criminals? I don't feel qualified to pass judgment on them just like that. It's fine. You're more qualified than me, that's for sparking certain. There we go, sounds like a deal to me. Come on, let's get to the fisticuffs already. What should we do? Alright there, Ferris, you pipe down in plain nice until these good people figure out what to do. Sounds good to me, just don't keep me waiting too long.
Good to add more names. I wonder what's inside.
These are worth a bit, right?
We should take good care of that.
I heard Tomo talking earlier. I assume it was with you guys, right? Yeah, but staying on topic, what got you branded as a fiend and locked up in here? Well, my great crime was blowing up a container the salvage corpse was going to salvage. Horrible thing to do, right? Wasting away supplies they worked so hard to get. That's a new one to me. Why go and blow valuable supplies? I mean, who cares about that, really? You guys have to come here to fight us three fiends, right? I'm ready to fight whenever you are, but don't keep me waiting too long.
Good to add more names.
So what kind of crime did you commit to be locked up here exactly? What's it to you? Well, I get to fight you a lot if I talk? That all depends on what you tell us. Well, I guess it's worth a punt. I got locked up for the crime of mass murder. A clear violation of military discipline, simple enough reason, right? Thinking back on it now, I guess I just wasn't a soldier in the council. I guess I just wasn't a soldier the council could control. But that's beside the point. You gonna fight me or not? Out with it. No, not yet. What did you do to get yourself in here? Well, a whole bunch of things, let's say. I used to work in the inspection branch. One day I erased a certain piece of intel, but I don't think I did anything wrong. Now I haven't had a bad time here thanks to Toma and Zero, but you know what? I now feel like battering you a lot and moseying on out of here if you be so inclined.
Good to add more names.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna fight them or what? Should we fight them? Ask about the prisoners. They've been here a while, all three of them. It's not like they can just walk out or anything, but during working hours, they're usually together. They're a real thorn in my side though, so I seriously want them gone in the worst possible way. So I heard Jorah might be getting out soon. The very man who brought disorder to his colony by destroying enemy intel. I know I wouldn't be letting him out anytime soon.
Taking the castle was a hell of a win for us.
Why quit while we're ahead? Let's stamp out Mobius for good.
Stone was jailed for violating military discipline during a battle with Kevis. Everything I ever heard about him suggesting he was a superb Lebanese pilot, a blind one who had a bit of an issue following orders. Sona's worrying about whether she should free the guy or not, but personally I'm against it. We've got something for you. Oh, that's very nice of you. You bring all stone. Quest complete. Let's check around this area.
I'm giving you the best of me.
Grover. Joda, you say? Well, he used to be in the intel. He was my subordinate. One day, the guy destroyed some intel showing that Kevis was making camp somewhere. If our forces had seen that intel, they could have ambushed that camp and won a crucial victory. But without that intel, we had no chance. There were a few casualties, but I'm still at a loss as to why he didn't share the intel.
Good to add more names. I see some relations have changed.
I heard the girl that blew up that supply container might be getting released from prison. I'm hesitant, to be honest. I know it said she had Agnes's best interest in mind when she did it, but I find that hard to believe. We'd like to ask you about Zera's story. Sure, I mean, Zera's already locked up now, so I'm not sure what difference it'll make. But why not, I guess. You guys must have your reasons for asking, I suppose. Zera used to be part of the Salvage Corps. She achieved much as a soldier and was well regarded for her nouns in battle. But one day, there was an incident on a mission to produce an airdrop supply container. I'm sure you probably know already, but for some reason she decided to blow up that container. Everyone was furious about the waste of supplies. It wasn't even like there were Kevesi trying to steal them or anything. The consul at the time there claimed she was plotting an insurrection and imprisoned her.
Good to add more names. I see some relations have changed.
Anything on the prison? No. Oh shoot.
Ha! Smarts!
This is a discovery.
Really? Huh. Doesn't look like much, Rex. I hear that Jordan is the reason we lost the chance to take out a base in the war with Kevis. I don't know why he did it. I tried asking him and he flat out refused to give a reason why.
This is some story.
Zara? Yeah, I know her. She was a hot topic for a little while here. She was in the squad that mainly salvages supplies and was a snuffing capable soldier herself. And when supply containers are being targeted by enemy scavenging teams, soldiers like her are invaluable. The Salvage Corps and Supply Team may be known as logistical teams, but that doesn't mean they look capable fighters. They're the ones who take the necessary decisive actions, such as blowing up a container if the enemy's about to steal it. Even I always have to stay on my toes. You never know when something might happen.
Interesting.
Toa is a man who cared deeply for his allies. In that battle with Kevis, his squad was on the verge of being completely massacred. But the Nutty Mutter broke position to take regard and charge right at them, letting his squad retreat in the process.
It's all making sense.
We could do with some food.
Let's clean our clothes.
Clean your body, clean your mind, I guess.
So this is what being in a prison feels like. That's my Rex impression. Should probably level up.
I definitely feel stronger.
Tomo's situation.
Could you all come round for a second?
If we're to believe what Tomo has told us, then it would seem he'd get locked up for the crime of mass murder. But we also heard that he took regard in order to let his comrades retreat. And while he was fighting to save his comrades, he killed a large number of Kevesi soldiers. It's not like he did his case any favors, but he was just fighting his enemy, right? That's what we're all taught to do. Certainly, that would just be the normal thing to do when you're in the Flame Clock's clutches. Excuse my speculation, but he didn't extract the flame from the enemies. He didn't extract the flame from the enemies he defeated, did he? If he was blinded by rage like he said, then I think he was more preoccupied with crushing those Kevesi than anything else. You do raise a good point. You can't exactly extract someone's flame while in Alevness. Looking at it from the console's point of view, that wasting of a good flame would have been cost enough to lock him up. This will sound grim, but hear me out. I think the console could have solved this more easily if he just snuffed him on the spot. Good point, but you have to consider that Toma's deeds would have won him favor with the troops despite irking the console. Executing him for violently saving the lives of his fellow soldiers would have backfired massively. He was right he was a right pain in the console's arse, that's for sure. It would go some way to explaining why it would have been far easier for the console to lock him up under false pretense. So then, perhaps it'll be possible to only convince him to not fight us, but also to free him from prison? I don't mind fighting him either way, but we'd save a whole lot of fuss if you could talk him out of it somehow. There's only one way to find out. Let's head to Toma's cell and see what we can do. Zero situation.
Could you all come round for a second?
So far from everything we've heard about Zera, you'd almost think she grew up feral or something. It's hard to consider blowing up supplies as anything but a military discipline violation, that much is certain. True, but something really doesn't add up here. Yeah, like if we were planning an insurrection, I sure wouldn't start it by blowing up some random supplies. You're right, Uni. What'd be the point in that? I guess the key here is to find out what her reason was for blowing up that container. I just thought of something, like, isn't it a little odd the console didn't sentence her to death right away? Good point. Usually in this situation, the offender would get executed to send a warning to the rest of the colony. Perhaps the console saw some sort of value in keeping Zera alive. If we can present a concrete theory as to why she got locked up and not executed, that could help our case a lot. And what do we do when we find out after she's free that she's just an utter maniac? Fight her, I guess. Figure that. I guess we should go see her then.
Could you all come round for a second?
So the story goes that Jordan destroyed Kevis intel and therefore caused damage to Agnes' position. The mystery here is, why did he destroy intel that had crucial info on an enemy's camp whereabouts? What he did went far beyond violation of military discipline. He could have easily been sentenced to death for it. Tell me about it. Soldiers always getting killed by enemies they don't see coming. That kind of intel is worth its weight in gold. Which brings up an important question. Why is Jordan still alive? I think we might need to ask the guy himself about what the true nature of the intel was. That'd be quicker for sure. Yeah, let's go and ask him.
Alright, let's get going, son. So wasted.
Time's a wasting. So you're filling up for a fight, are you? Before that, there's something we want to make sure of. Is it true that you murdered multiple Kevesi soldiers? Did you miss it in the first time around? Of course I did. You used Alevness during the incident, didn't you? Well now, someone's done the research, but yeah, I killed a snuff ton of the enemy in Alevness. And you stayed behind last to fight them off so you could save your fleeing comrades, if I'm not mistaken. Where the spark did you... Anyway, yeah, that's also right. Now about that enemy. I don't know what colony they came from, but they sure didn't know snuff about fighting honorably. Seeing those dishonorable mutters slaughter my friends made me go right off the deep end. I had to get any of my guys still bleeding out of there, but I couldn't just let them get away with it. I was too drained to wield my blade, so I got into Alevness and made him regret ever being alive. That's all there is to it. Right, we now understand what happened. Not like me telling you all this is gonna make a lick of a difference, though, is it? We're heading up to tell someone from Intel Security about your story. We won't be long. There you are. Where have you guys been? Finally decided to do battle with those wretches? Before I get to that, we'd like to find out if you know anything more about what Tanya did. You mean the mass murder? Well, as far as I remember, he discreetly killed a lot of Kavesi without extracting their life. That led the consul at the time to arrest him and lock him up in here. I'm afraid to tell you that your crafty consul bet the truth about what really happened. Huh? What do you mean? Let us explain. What the? So he was fighting to save his comrades? But that wasn't in the report. It's like we said, the consul bent the truth to make it seem like he was fighting for fighting's sake, not for his comrades' lives. Well, now that I think about it, there were some guys on my team who managed to survive that battle. Although Toma could have definitely tried to extract some flame from the enemy. It's not a stretch to say that he had his reasons to do what he did. That settles it then. I've got no reason to doubt you guys. You're the ones who freed us from the clock after all. I've also got no reason to doubt that the Toma I knew would have done everything for his comrades and for Agnes. Oh, well, thank you. Been a while since I've had a proper fresh air. It tastes better than I remember. I can bet. You should be thankful to Noah and the others for that. You bet I'm thankful to them, not to mention to you too, of course. Just don't get yourself in any more trouble, okay? I'm busy enough as it is. I wouldn't do that when it's this nice outside. Don't worry yourself one bit. I'm still one capable soldier, believe me. Doesn't sound like you've learned anything to me. Quest complete.
I see some relations have changed.
Zero. You finally ready now? Kept me waiting long enough. Before we fight, there's something I want to confirm with you, specifically the reason you blew up that container. What's it to you? It's not like I can make those supplies magically come back. True, but just to blow up a container for no reason, you'd have to be out of your mind, which you don't seem to be. Funny you mention that, because I was out of my mind when I blew up the container. Or perhaps you noticed that the container had been a booby trap? You don't have to be out of your mind to sacrifice supplies in the name of protecting your comrades. Although I wouldn't call it a flawless plan, I can see why it would be ignorant enough to violate military discipline. If one knew that a container did have something lethal in it, then blowing it up would have been perfectly justifiable. Lethal? What do you mean lethal? It could have been something explosive or poisonous. You didn't know what was inside, but you had a feeling, didn't you? It's odd to think that airdrop supplies could have something like that in them, unless the console had something to do with it. Indeed, it's not impossible to see why the console could have thought of something fiendish like that. And since blowing up seemingly good supplies is a big no-no, that gave the console the perfect purchase to lock you up. Huh, cool theory, but the last time I checked, theories don't count as hard evidence. Indeed, all we've got is a reasoning that paints you in a favorable light. The simplest, most straightforward reason would be that you were out of your mind at the time. I'll give you this though, I had fun listening to your theory. Your reasoning skills aren't too bad either. So here's what really happened. It's true that I blew up the container. I'm serious. And like you said, Four Eyes, that container was indeed booby-trapped. You knew something was up well before the incident, didn't you? Yeah, right after Toma had been locked up, we're long-term friends, and I was livid about his arrest. I just couldn't let it slide. As I was looking into it, I began to pick up that the console was hiding something in a container. So when he went along with the salvage corpse to precursor it, I blew it up, hoping to use it against the Mother himself. Yeah, it's okay, I take it all back. Maybe she is loopy. The console must have caught on that I was snuffing around him. That's why he rigged the container. Would have been happy dying alongside him to protect my mates, but it didn't go to plan, so I ended up here in the slammer instead. It was there I had a hunch that our enemy wasn't Kevus, though I guess I didn't you could call it a hunch anymore. I've long wondered what people like you guys were like, guys who fought the consoles. Oh no, this is a I want to know what real strength looks like type of scenario, isn't it? For the love of Sparks. We'll go explain your story to Sona from security. Just hold on for a bit. If you're gonna fight anyone, be quick about it. I'd rather not have my life in danger any longer than necessary. We just got done talking to Zera for her side of the story. We think we might just have a case for freeing her from the prison. Wait, seriously? We can let her go? Considering she faced up to a great enemy all by herself, we think you'll see why she deserves to be free. Great, as in size, you're saying she can go to toe-to-toe with Elevenus or something? We don't mean that kind of great. Well, like, she loves blowing stuff up, right? What if she decides to blow up the castle? It doesn't bear thinking about it. Look, she had her reasons why she did what she did. Let us explain. That's a whole lot to take in. I won't lie, but I mean Secret trusts you guys. And in either case, Secret was the one who left up to my discretion. And according to my discretion, if you guys think she isn't guilty, then she sure ain't guilty to me. Thank you so much. Man, it's crazy to think I'm actually out of prison now. Now, seeing as I was kind enough to free you, promise me you won't go around blowing stuff up. You got that? Of course, don't worry about it. I don't just blow stuff up for no reason, you know? Oh, really now? But seriously, don't go doing anything too outrageous, okay? I know. I owe you guys big time after all. Oh, up for a fight then? Not quite. We have some things we'd like to ask first. You managed to get your hands on Kevesi intel, and yet you didn't share it with Agnes. Why? Getting straight to the point again, I see. Surely squashing intel about Kevis wouldn't have been in your best interests. Alright, sit back, relax, and let Joy tell you the story. Not like I've got much else better to do anyway. After I'd investigated the Kevis intel that fell into my hands, I discovered that it was fake intel created by our console. What? Seems like they weren't too happy about us getting more and more powerful, and were trying to crush us. I don't know what was going through their head. It doesn't even begin to make sense. Maybe they just thought that screwing us was an easy way to fill the Kevesi's flame clock. We're the ones who made the console so powerful, and that's why they decided to treat us. And that's how they decided to treat us. Boils my blood, it does. That's why I destroyed that intel, so my friends could withdraw from that pointless battle and limit the casualties. Did you talk about this to anyone? Absolutely no way I would have talked to my friends about it. Otherwise, the console would have done him in. Thankfully, that mother can't hurt us anymore. Talking about it now has lifted a weight off my shoulder. It has. And I've got zero regret as well. Got to meet Taima and Zero here after all, and their class. At least now you don't have to bear the burn on your own anymore. She's right, you're not living under that console's eyes anymore, so cheer up, mate. If I ever do get out of here, I guess it might be worth talking about it, what's going on in my mind a bit more often. We'll go explain your story to Sona from security. We won't be long. Sorry. My lips are very dry. What's up? Do you need something? We've heard Jordan's full story. Full story? What's this about? Grover? Don't mind Grover, he's here on other business. He fades into the background pretty easily. Hey, I just have a southern presence. Anyway, here's what happened. This is really hard to credit. He was going up against the console? What does this all mean? That he didn't do anything wrong after all? What he did was undoubtedly a violation of military discipline. So then, if what they're telling us is true, then Jordan knowingly went against military discipline in order to save Agnian lives, and then went to jail without ever telling us why he really did what he did? Well, then we've got no reason to keep him locked up in here, right? He's a capable guy, I'll give you that. Or should I say, him being too capable was what got him into that mess? I'm just as reverse to trouble as the next person, but what do you think? Okay, I think we can let Jordan go. I'll take responsibility for anything that happens. Well, that'll certainly make my life easier, I know that much. But if he tries anything funny, I'll throw him back in prison, then throw away the keys. I'm sure it won't have to come to that. Whoa, didn't think you'd be here too. Oh, don't get your knickers in a twist. I won't do nothing bad, I promise. Especially not after you guys got me out of the slammer. All we did was listen to your story, nothing special about it. Quest complete.
I see some relations have changed.
Say, you really think it's the right choice letting them walk? I don't foresee any particular problems. They'll be working for the good of the council now, right? I really wanted to fight you guys, but if it means I get to leave this place, then I guess I'll settle. Same here, anything's better than rotting in jail. Right, can't say I'm really digging the jail vibe too much. Say, are you really sure? I don't want this coming back on me, okay? If they start going nuts, we'll handle it. Relax. Seeker did leave it to your discretion. If anything, the responsibility is his. Hey, that's a good point. They were in my custody, but Seeker's the one in charge. Well, in that case, why don't we make him his bodyguards or something? That's not a bad plan at all. They would perform well as a personal security detail for someone of his position. Right, you've heard him. Get out of here and don't darken my doorstep again. That's weight off my chest. And straight on to Seekers in it. Alright, friends, time to get to work. And we'll be put to work guarding VIPs from now on.
Allow me to safeguard you and all that we stand for.
Alright, we're gonna check out the, we're gonna go to, Origin, since we've already fought, X, because we didn't fight X in Origin, so the only way you're gonna do that is because you need to actually complete, Uni's side story. So we're gonna go into music, because I want this to be special. We'll have Shulk by our side with a Monado, and we're gonna head into the map. Origin interior. The amphitheater.
It should be operable now. Now, we wait. Let me just fix this.
What would the best response be?
Be to run, that's what.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Whoa, got a rare dude all right here.
I'm pretty sure it's Ghana. I'm pretty sure the area would have to be around here somewhere. Could be wrong though. Point of interest. That's strange.
We could do with some food.
Alright, everyone. Time to head out.
I'll whack 'em good.
You're dealing with me.
Stop her! Fucking me expedite!
Stop the enemy!
No! I lost the enemy defense.
Everyone heal up. No screaming.
No! I lost the enemy defense. My way to the ranger. It was right to intercept. My way to the ranger. Right to intercept. Break!
And I'm just right past the boat.
You're starting me up.
What am I gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death?
Guys, get ready to fight.
Seems we stood out a bit too much.
Yeah.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Let me look up and see if there's anything that we missed. Up here. Okay, so I was pondering around for a bit, and looks like I found something.
Look at all you roaches scurrying out of the woodwork. You've got some guts. Ouroboros. X. You want that, right? Well, you can have it.
Come on then.
You still think you're calling the shots here? I'll prove you wrong, once and for all.
Mobius X. Come on, show.
You won't get to watch stop that! Well, no! I lost the enemy's attention!
Now, time for a chain attack.
Do you think this plan might work? Great! Everyone get ready!
You're not invincible. Monado armor.
Time for the big one! Oh, we're not done yet! Leave it to you, Nate.
This should be our plan of attack. Check out what I've got in mind. I'll make it. First off.
I can go to the house!
That was way too big. Again,
Come on.
you won't get away. We could go with this. Let's give it a try.
Come on, Shogun.
I'll take one.
Oh, darn it.
Your tactics will win the game, but you know what
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Shogun.
just happened. Gonna make you into next week.
Hang on, Shogun. I got you. Balloon? Trick balloon. Alright, time for a chain attack.
Do you think this plan might work? Yippee!
Great. In that case,
One more for the road. Grab as much as I can. Leave it to you, Nate.
we could go with this. Let's give it a try. I'll follow your lead.
Oh, come on, man.
This'll end it.
Nice, there we go. You know you got Shogun.
I have it. I used my big kick muscle for this one. I'll make it. I'm with you. straight home. Alright.
Brave assault. Here we go. Nice. I'll see you in hell. X.